I want to thank the two most important people who got me here. Obviously my parents. One second. One of them assigned me this week. They said brilliantly, they said if I wanted to thank my parents enough, justifiably, I would have to be here for 18 years. Now I don't have 18 years, I have about 6 minutes. But I do have enough time to say thank you, Mommy, thank you, Daddy, for giving me the tools and the undeniable love so I could be in the place where I am today. Right off the bat, the question is, why are we here? What are we celebrating today? Why are we all gathered here? And the answer is different than most. The answer is different than most graduations, as you saw all the chants and everything. But what is the real answer behind everything? And I think the answer is that in most schools and most institutions, the reason why you graduate is because you passed the test, you got through a grade, you made it through school. But in this yeshiva, it's a little bit different. It's not about how much information you amassed, but it's how much transformation you did. Standing over there, sitting, some standing, is 84 people, 84 B'nai Torah, who have changed, have grown, have worked innerly to change their midos, to change their inner self, so they could be different people. They didn't just read a book, they didn't just sit down and learn, which is great. But they actually changed themselves, and I think that's much greater. Now don't get me wrong, we're in a yeshiva that obviously cares about information. For example, the last few weeks, nightly, dozens and dozens and dozens of siyumim that we dance by for hours and hours. We applaud, we'll be happy by each and every time someone sits down and learns, by each and every time someone gains more information. But what we like even more, what we applaud even more, is when someone uses that knowledge that he got from sitting down and uses that to transform himself. The Gemara in Shabbos is a famous Gemara. It's talking about when we got the Torah. It says when Moshe went up to Har Sinai, the Malachim asked, "What is a mortal doing? What is a mortal doing among us?" And Hashem said, "Moshe's here to get the Torah." So the Malachim said, "Why should someone with flesh and blood get it? Let's keep it with us." And Moshe famously answered, Do you have a Shabbos? Do you work that you have to stop on Shabbos? Or do you have fathers that you have to respect? Do you have mothers that you have to respect? And what Moshe was saying was very obvious. What Moshe was saying is yes, Limud Torah, Talmud Torah K'nei Kulam. But even more so, the very reason why we got the Torah was to transform ourselves. I would like to give a challenge for a little second. I want every senior here and the parents to think when their son first came or when we first came to yeshiva, how our thought process was, how our language was, how our conduct was. And think now. Think today. Think today how we think. Think today how we talk. And think today how we act. Did we change? Smart people can know Torah. But as we know very well, there's a lot of people who know a lot of Torah but are bad people. There have been people who fought with Torah. But what makes a great person is someone who uses that Torah to transform himself, to make himself a tzaddik. And that's why we're celebrating today. Last night was a crazy night. Everyone, more than half the grade got up there, put themselves on the line, and expressed themselves in ways I've never seen before. They went through their journey, each kid different than the other. But what was a common factor with all of them is that there was a moment in time or a period in time where they didn't believe in themselves, where they didn't even love themselves. And they came to this yeshiva where everyone loves each other, where everyone believes in each other, and that's how they started to grow, and that's how they started to change themselves. I would like to thank Rabbi Kalish. What Shua said in his last speech, that he doesn't know where he would be without Rebbe, I think that's true by every senior. Every single kid in this room can say that, and has said that many times before. We don't know where we would be without Rebbe. Let's think for a moment, a world without Rebbe, and I'm very, very scared. So let's just all give a round of applause for Rebbe. I haven't really prepared for this. This is the last thing that I'm going to say, but I thought that it has to be said. We all owe Rebbe so much, but I think, like YG said yesterday, the best way that we could, the best way that we can repay him, is by just taking his values throughout Muster, throughout the day, just watching him, and using it for our everyday life. Thank you.